me. Yeah, it really does, to see what's been going on. There's been suspicions about it, but until it's proven, you never know. There's obviously something been going on for many years. You know, as a footballer and a manager, to be honest, you got nothing on your mind as a manager. But you just hope that there wasn't these stories and rumours were true. Ironically, it looks like they were, and I think in any big business, when there's lots of money swilling around, you get it. It's not just football; there's other sports. It's very sad, but let's put it, you know, let's swing it on its head and make it a real positive out of a negative, because I think now is the time when we can clean everything up, and everything else can, you know, there's time now to really sit down for FIFA to think about the football side, the political side, you know, the financial side, and have some sort of transparency that this could never happen again. It's been grumblings, it's been rumours, and it's come, you know, the boil, if you like, has come to its head. It's been lanced off, and now the healing has to start. I think that's how we can look at it. It is very sad, and it concerns me. What I can personally do about it, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's human greed. It's not just football that's happened in. It's happened in politics. It's happened in every probably business, most businesses around the world. It's a human nature thing. It's nothing to do with really just football. Football's just the vehicle. That's what hurts me, that football's been used for that. If you're into whatever company or technology, or I'm sure things like that, politicians have got up the ladder through similar situations. I'm sure it's human nature, and that's a much bigger issue. But the vehicle of football, particularly, and other sports, but football is really hurtful, and it's my sport. And as you say, it is a beautiful game. It is the beautiful game. There's no other sport like it when it's played at its very best. When you see Messi score that goal the other night, you know, tennis is a great sport, golf's a great sport for me and for most of the people in the world. When something like that's done, you know, it gets you off your seat. It's a feeling that, because it is such a technical game. I was with some rugby guys the other day, and they played football the other week, and it wasn't until they realised everything they do is with their hands. Everything you do with a racket or a ball. But when it's with your feet, it's a different thing. Your feet have to become hands. And we take it for granted because we do it since we were kids. But if you look at people that... it was interesting that how it is the beautiful game. I digress a little bit from your question, but I sat next to some Americans many years ago watching a football game. They'd never seen a football game in their life. Never. It was the first time. And they were, even when the defenders were passing the ball across the back, which is the simplest pass, not under pressure, their minds were blown. Look what they're doing with their feet, they're saying. This is because all the American sports are hands related. They could not believe when the player brought it on his chest and then took it on his foot. And, I mean, we take it for granted, but it was an eye-opener for me. I thought, actually, you're right. Your feet have to become your hands. You know, you have to manipulate a ball that's coming at you with spin and wet, and there is such a high technical until you actually play it. And these rugby guys said, we're blown away with how difficult. What we see now, we appreciate what you do. We do it with our hands, which is a lot easier. So it is a beautiful game. When it's played right, there's no better game in the world.